You hear me? Yes. Coming after Molly is not an easy task. Huh? I feel very, very, very small. But I thought I'm going to tell you a story, an experience that I'm having actually. I am leading a project in Brussels, in Belgium, with kids your age, maybe a little bit older than you, from schools, from very different socio-economic and socio-cultural milieux. The idea is to have them understand better the Palestinian-Israeli conflict. And through understanding better the Palestinian-Israeli conflict, being able then to build a better future together in Brussels. You have to know that Brussels is one of the most cosmopolitan cities in the world. It's a small world capital. We have in Brussels now 180 different communities. People speak 130 different languages. So it's 50 years, it was not at all the situation. It has become a very, very small world city. So, and when we notice that there is a war in Gaza, it's exploding in Brussels, it's exploding in London, it's exploding in Paris, in Berlin. So we decided that we are going to work with young people from very different schools and try to have them understand better the complexities of the conflict, because understanding complexity is something that can help you to go for the future and to build for the future. So we worked with them during some good months. They had together a history course. We took them to the cinema, to the movie, where they could already understand some elements of these complexities. And then we invited people from Israel and Palestine who are fighting against the trends which lead to violence and to conflict to explain about what they are doing. And then, after the whole process, we took them for 1 week to Israel and Palestine. And then we did a movie, and they knew that the following year they would be the ambassadors of the experience that they had during the previous year. But I'm not going to tell you about this story. I'm going to tell you about another story linked with it. When we were in a high school in Tel Aviv, we met with kids because the trip is built on meeting with young people in Israel and Palestine. They told us that they had started a project after having a discussion in their school on the issue that they wanted to deal with. And they decided that they want to deal with hunger in the world. And big issue, big subject. And then they started to try to find how they could approach the issue. And they found an alga called spirulina. You know spirulina? And this alga brings 70% of the human needs. So they started cultivating this alga on the roof of their school. And then when they knew how to use it, how to do what they need to do to extract what was needed in order to be able to give it to others, they went with 2 delegations of their school, and they went to Kigali in Rwanda, and they went to Johannesburg in South Africa, just to pass their experience to kids their age, so that they could be able to do the same in their communities. And so we understood that, wow, this is great. Why not to enlarge it to other kids in other schools in the region? So they were approached by a school in Palestine, in Jerusalem, in East Jerusalem, who said we would like to learn the same experience than what you are having. So we are now in the process that the Israeli kids are teaching the Palestinian kids how to deal, how to extract from the spirulina what is needed to help people who are dying from hunger. And then they are going to come with a group of 8 students, 4 Palestinian and 4 Israeli kids, to Brussels to teach our kids in our schools how to develop this concept and how to be able to cultivate the spirulina and to bring it to extract what is needed. And we hope that next year we'll have a delegation composed by kids from all the different schools that are involved, which are 6 schools now, and they're going to go next year to Africa, probably to Congo, we don't know yet, to transmit this knowledge. And we know that already at the border of Congo and Rwanda, there is a scientist who started to develop the same culture of spirulina. And he's working with, because children there are dying from hunger. It's an unbelievable situation. And he did already test with these little children, and he started giving them 5 grams of spirulina every day, every morning. And the transformation is huge. So we really hope, and our kids hope also, that they will be able to go to Africa and to be able to transmit this experience. So what am I telling you? Why am I telling you this story? I'm telling you this story because it's interesting to know that from one idea, which is a big idea, hunger in the world, people, young people like you, can simply find a way to do something with this idea, then to transmit it to other kids who are part of the conflict, because they have started working with kids from Palestine together, and then together they will come to Belgium to transmit their own experience, and then together they are going to build something which might develop to a beautiful project, not as large as your project, but simply know that you can do something together when you connect, when you are looking for solutions, and when you're trying to find something that is absolutely unacceptable, which is, for instance, hunger in the world, but you can say violence in the world, you can say injustice in the world. So why am I telling you the story? It's because it's in your hands. Each of you can have a good idea, can try with others to develop this good idea, and then can share this good idea, and then can do something in order to change something. And this is, in our world, actually what people can do, what young people can do. And this is, in fact, the reason why I am telling you this story. And I want to tell you something just briefly. For me, in my experience, the sky is the limit. You have an idea, you want to develop it, go for it, and try and do it. And then I will just add something that is one of the bases of what I'm doing all my life. It's coming from a very old Jewish song. What is said in this very old Jewish song? It said, the world is a very narrow bridge. The most important thing to do is not to be afraid to cross it. So this is my message. Thank you.